Hello everyone, and welcome to a strange video to stumble across if you're not part of the Last Games Standing Challenge. This is a challenge we do on the RNG Discord. This challenge was put together by my friend Zach. The theme of the challenge was given by yours truly. So I thought, as a thank you to Zach for putting together these great slideshows we're about to watch, I would react live to both my games and the games of everyone else. We'll see what everyone chose to delete, what games were kept till the end, and most importantly, what games I'll have to be playing for the next month or 2 months. I forget which it is, but I'll have to figure that out, won't I? If you're unfamiliar with the RNG Discord, thanks for watching this. Again, strange thing to watch, but you're welcome to. It's a way of removing games from our backlog. Everyone puts together a list of games that they own but haven't played or beaten, and in the usual format, they're paired with another player, and each player chooses the other's 2 games to play for the month. Now, this is a special case. We've been doing sort of interesting formats, and I say we, this is only my 3rd challenge I've done with the group, but I've enjoyed every single one of them. But this one, I guess it'll just make sense if I show you. So right here, I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller, and flip myself, apparently. That's fun. And we're going to look at the man himself, Zach, and the games that he's going to be playing. Zach put together this great Google slide. Let's check it out. So these are the games that Zach started with. He's got a bunch of Call of Duties, Dragon Quest, some Final Fantasies. Oh, you can read. I don't want to get too into the woods with all of them because there's a lot of people doing this challenge, and I don't want to take too long. So here they are. You're welcome to pause. Now, let's see who got to remove his first game. The Rebel of the Rebellion, who eliminated Resident Evil 4. That's a shame. That was probably the one I had last on Zach's list. That's a really good game. And, you know, were it up to me, I might have had him playing it. But it was not up to me. It was up to the Rebel, and they took out RE4. Good pick, I suppose. Now, here's my pick. I'm in as Luke. This is my name. I eliminated Life is Strange 2. And, I'd do it again. No comment. I probably will do it again. I think that was on multiple people's lists, but, not a fan of the genre of the series. Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy did not eliminate Kingdom Hearts. Surprise, surprise. The Walking Dead has been removed. Another Telltale type game. Interesting. I'm not gonna have a lot of comments on these games. I haven't played too many of them, and you might just be interested in your own games. I'll do my best to react, but I think Zach just wanted me to react to my own, so maybe I'll just cut all this out. If I don't, you'll know, because you're watching it. But yeah, no more Walking Dead. The Joel, I think, was the name of the character in that. Call of Duty Ghosts, first Call of Duty go. I'm surprised I eliminated Life is Strange before the Call of Duties. I remember putting them all in just a big voting block. How Zach did the formatting for us to pick the games is he made a Google form, and you would click what game you wanted to eliminate, you know, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, so on and so forth. And I remember just going down and being like, Call of Duty, get them all out of there. So we'll see if any of the Call of Duties survive. World of War also didn't survive, it turns out. Horizon Zero Dawn, I would have been interested to see Zach's reaction to Horizon, because it's one of those franchises that you think is really popular, but I've never, like, met a Horizon fan once. It would have been cool to meet that person, but I guess today is not that day. Ukulele, next on the chopping block. It's a pretty fun game, but now what's left that I would give Zach? The Witcher 3 is good, but long. Kingdom Hearts. I made my selections with a friend who's very into Kingdom Hearts, so you'll see I won't eliminate many Kingdom Hearts games at all, because at his behest, he was like, you can't get rid of the Kingdom Hearts channel memories. Like, alright bro, sure. Another Call of Duty, one left, Black Ops. Never mind, it's destroyed by Sir Walter Dubs, the Chosen One, glory to his name. Boss Chas eliminates Final Fantasy 13, so 7 is still left. Got Kingdom Hearts, Ni no Kuni. A lot of this is... I'm realizing they're all really long RPGs, so Zach, good luck to you. This is going to take you a long while, man. FF7, that's a shame, that's a good one. Dragon Quest is gone. Sandlands Destroyed, also a Dragon Quest type. And The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So I wasn't really keeping track of who hasn't removed yet, but the last person to pick, Chrono Link 91, gets rid of Nino Kuni. So Zach's 2 games are Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Skies of Arcadia Legends. Haven't played either, Zach, but I hope you enjoy them. Good picks all around, good decisions. You know, I don't react to many things. I'm not sure what else I can add. I'm going to add some music to at least make this slightly more interesting, but thanks for coming along with the ride. As I react to I suppose, everyone's. There are a number of these, I believe 13 or 14, so do a crack through them. Next up, we got Krillin Ball Z. Now, his list of games includes Astro's Playroom. We got a lot of PlayStation games on here, some Donkey Kong, FF8, another Life is Strange. We may see me destroy that one, time will tell. Sonic Frontiers, Stray, Uncharted 2. Let's get into it. First game destroyed, Farmagia. Never heard of it. Sounds interesting, but not the time, Farmagia. I'm sorry to tell you. Tales of the World destroyed by Terra the Red Mage. Maybe a good pick, maybe not. No idea. Holy Hand Grenade gets rid of Final Fantasy VIII. I've heard people like 8. As far as RPGs, the length of these games seems a bit more balanced than what Zach had. Zach had a lot of long games on there. I think Astro's Playroom is really short. I can't really speak to many of the others. I can't imagine Minecraft Story Mode would take that long. Stray, I don't believe is that long, so we'll see. Well, there goes Astro. RIP Astrobot. You had a good one. Minecraft Story, again, the other short game. I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. Mario and Rabbids gone. That's a funny game. I would have liked to see some Mario and Rabbids discourse, but I suppose now is not the time. I eliminated Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, apparently. That's interesting. I don't quite remember. I did this a while ago. It was a few days ago, and again with my friend. If I were to re-eliminate a game from this list, I mean, Life is Strange would be up there. Tales from the Borderlands might be up there. I'm very surprised it was Donkey Kong that was the first to go. I'm not sure what I was thinking there, honestly, but I guess, sorry, Donkey Kong. See you next time, brother. Stray gone. Goodbye, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I like the Warriors games that are Nintendo based. But, you know, not the time for this one, I suppose. We got Borderlands destroyed. We got Life is Strange destroyed. Zach's on the same page as me. We're destroying the Life is Strange franchise. Interesting selection left here. You got Bug Fables, Dragon Quest Treasures. Now, I'm like the last person to see all these because I had to wait. I was pretty busy the few days since Zach posted. So if you're watching this and I'm reacting to your game list, it probably won't be as exciting for you because you already know what wins. But, you know, just again, thanks for sticking around, giving a watch. Sonic Frontiers, that's, you know, I can't really speak to any of these games, but I would say if I had to pick 2 from this list of 4, I would probably most want to play maybe Horizon to see what it's about, and maybe Bug Fables because it's like Paper Mario. Also Zestria destroyed. My 2 are up there. Hey, all right. So you got the 2 out of 4 that I should try to pick 2 before it's just 4. We'll see how, you know, I'll do that going forward. Moving on to Boss Chaz. Good name. Chaz's list included a lot of RPGs, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Strikers Charge. Didn't know that had a story mode, but fair enough. Pikmin 4, great game. RE1, I think I have that on my list as well. If I were to pick 2 games that I would most want to play here, I would probably throw you with Pikmin 4 and Twin Snakes. We'll see if the me from the past correlates with the decisions that I made with me in the present. Persona 4 Arena, gone. I've only played Persona 5, I can't speak to the other Persona games. Strikers Charge, I was interested to see how that played out, how that, if that made for a good challenge game, but we'll never know, I suppose. Sonic Triple Trouble, never heard of it, don't even know what the Game Gear is. Goodbye. Mr. Kingdom Hearts Boy eliminates Mischief Makers. I love Mischief Makers, I've never played it, but Downloading ModLoader 64. The games included in that are Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Mischief Makers, which is such a strange fourth game. So if it's up there with the big boys, that must be a good game. I'm sorry to see it go. Dragon Quest Swords. Again, I've played Dragon Quest. I haven't played Swords, but rip. Here's my pick, and this may be a contentious one. I eliminated The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, this is a phenomenal game. I don't dislike The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I just think if it were up to me, and it was in this case, I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom just deserve a bit more time. They're not games where you want to rush the story because the story is kind of bad. So I think you should play Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think you should rush it in a month. I think you should just take your time. Whenever you're feeling a little adventurous, you boot it up and just enjoy the world. You know, messing with the Ultra Hand. I don't know if I'd give it to someone in a challenge, you know, in the future. I probably wouldn't. So I'm sorry if you were looking forward to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I encourage you to still play it, just not in this format. Oops, Thousand Arms. Yoshi's Woolly World. I love the style of that game. That's a good one. It's a shame to see it go. Kanban, that's a Mega Man. That's all I know about that. Senran Kagura. My two games I would have picked still here next to each other. We'll see if they survive. Wario Land Shake It, Bites the Dust. Alright, Sir Walter Dubs, the Chosen One, praise be to his name, deletes Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes. You hate to see it go. You're missing out on a pretty cool snake backflip. Maybe one day in the future you'll get to experience it, but for now, I hope you enjoy your other two games, which are not Final Fantasy. They're not Skies of Arcadia. They are Chrono Cross and Resident Evil. These are great two games. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. They're critically acclaimed. And that was Boss Jazz. Hope you enjoy him. Now we've got Ninja Pengu, a real character on the Discord. I've seen him chatting up a lot. I hope he gets some pretty good games. His list is Alan Wake. You got some Donkey Kong, some Dragon games. High on Life. Echoes of Wisdom, Luigi's Mansion 2. Marvel's Midnight Suns. Very strange selection here, but I mean that in the good way. They're not all sort of RPGs. They're not all whatever. It's just such a broad scope you've got here. You've got Silent Hill 2s and RE7s. You got Pokemons and you've got Luigi's Mansion. So let's see what you get. If I had to pick two that I would want you to play, Silent Hill 2 Remake was really good. And I don't know. It'd be hard to pick. I guess Prime Remastered is good. Let's see what I deleted, because I can see in the little preview I went first. And I took out Red Dead Redemption. I haven't played Red Dead Redemption. I hear that people like them. Again, just seemed like a long game that you'd want a lot of time to explore and enjoy, like tying people up to rail tracks or whatever it is you get up to in that cowboy game. So another game that I do hope you play it, but I think for your own sake, this isn't the one that I would give as a challenge. I think that's an overarching theme. I don't remember. We'll see if that holds true. But I think that's kind of what my thought process was going into this. We got Zach eliminated Echoes of Wisdom. You're not missing out on too much. It was fun, but, you know, it's not the best Zelda game in the world, to be honest. High on Life. Don't know what that was. Never will. Stick of Truth goes, another classic RPG. Dragon Age Veilguard. I've heard things about this one. I think Ninja Pengu would have had a lot to say about Dragon Age Veilguard, but today's not the day, I'm afraid. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD Remake. Probably my least favorite Luigi's Mansion game. It's fine, but, you know, I could go on. But I've got a lot of lists to go through, so I won't. I'm going to go Metroid Prime. That's one of my two. That's a shame to see it go. Xenoblade 3. I can't speak on Xenoblade 3, but I love Xenoblade 1, and I hate Xenoblade 2. So 3's probably somewhere in the middle, I have to imagine. Donkey Kong Country Returns will not return today. Marvel's Midnight Suns. Good night. I guess I'm doing puns now. Alan Wake 2, go to sleep. Dragon Quest 3. I can't think of one for that. See you later. So we're down to the... Ooh, Silent Hill 2 is gone. So my games are gone. I chose poorly. It will not be Spider-Man. Spider-Man was pretty fun, I gotta say. I've played that one. So your two games are RE7 Remake and Fire Emblem Three Houses. I think people like both of these games a good deal. So I think you're gonna have a good time. I hope you do. And, you know, thanks for stopping by. Next up, we got Skillium. Apologies. His list includes a Call of Duty, a Cyberpunk, a bunch of Fallout games, Halo, The Last of Us. This is a good, broad spectrum of games. A lot of, you know, first-person RPGs, nothing wrong with that. Games I quite enjoy. If I had to pick two from here that I would want you to play, I love the Yakuza games. I'm always looking forward to making new Yakuza heads. I'd probably pick Yakuza 4, and I would probably go with a maybe a Fallout New Vegas. We'll see if I remove one of those two, because I don't remember what I did. Darksiders goes. Goodbye, Darksiders. We knew you well. Gears 5, that was probably on my early removal list as well. Never been a big gear head. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. Can't speak on it. The Last of Us Part 1. Goodbye. Another classic cinematic game with a TV show, Bites the Dust. My choice apparently was Grime, Definitive Edition. I think that was one of those, I don't know what the heck this game is, so let's just destroy it. So sorry if you were looking forward to Grime, Gilliam, but not your time. Shadowrun, Dragonfall, Bites the Dust. We got rid of Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. Cyberpunk goes away. I'm actually playing through Cyberpunk. I started it sort of during the last challenge, and I've sort of dropped it entirely. I should pick that up again. It's a fun game. Halo Infinite goes. Dishonored 2 goes. We've gotten rid of... I'm like losing. Good Eye Survivor. Goodbye. Switch to ASMR. There goes Fallout New Vegas. That would have been my pick out of the Fallouts, but you know, the other Fallouts are a bit more stable than New Vegas, so maybe it's a good choice to get rid of that one. Ori goes, but both the Fallouts still hanging in there. We got Metro and we got Yakuza 4. So you're either looking at a very Fallout-themed day or some Fallout and some Yakuza. Now, Yakuza 4, I was going to say one of the longer ones, but I want to say 5 is longer. I think I was thinking of 5. 4 is not too bad. But it doesn't matter, because you're not playing it. You're playing Fallout 3 and then Fallout 4. That'll be fun, just to see the progression of the series. To go from the Capital Wasteland to the Boston Wasteland. The name I forget. I think these are both fun games. I hope you enjoy them. After you play these, you should definitely check out New Vegas. It's a fan favorite, and I think for good reason. The writing's really incredible. I hope you are able to complete these in time. They're pretty long. You're going to miss out on a lot of side quests if you choose to beeline the main story. I'm trying to think of like must-see things you should check out, but I simply can't. So instead, I'm just going to move on to the next slideshow, which is, we're going to pop up. This one's mine. So this one has the most stake in it for me personally. I'm going to jump out of my chair and react a little bit more when a game I want to play gets destroyed. So I'm excited. These are the games that have been on my backlog for a while. A lot of ones, some I threw on there because I just saw I had them in the Steam library, like Middle-earth, Shadow, Mordor. There are some, like Half-Life Alyx, that I really want to play, but I just hate wearing the VR headset. You can actually, I think, see it in the... right over there. My Oculus 2 or whatever. Quest. Meta Quest, whatever it is. Somebody really does need to force me to put that thing on because it's very uncomfortable, but Half-Life Alyx is fun. We'll see if I end up playing it. I played RE2 for my first Gents challenge. It was the Chosen One challenge. I played RE2 and I played God of War, and that was a phenomenal game. So if I play RE1, I hope it is as good. It was made by, you know, it's a lot older than the RE2 remake. It's not as modern, but I hear it's very scary. So we'll see if I'm in for a scary time. We've got some good platformers up here. We've got Doom, a game I probably wouldn't play myself, but if I'm forced to play it, I think I'm gonna have a fun time. Ghost of Tsushima. This is the only game. All of these games, I will say, I probably just am going to play on Steam. Ghost I do have on the PS4, so we'll see if I have to bust out the PS4 for a challenge. Anyway, let's get started on my own list. Terry the Red Mage is up first and has eliminated Penny's Big Breakaway. I'm not too upset about getting rid of Penny's Big Breakaway. I hear it's short. I hear the movement's fun, but that's really all I hear. So if you're going to challenge me to a game, if you want to get me to play something, you know, challenging, because it is the Gents Challenge, that's probably the one I would remove first myself. Actually, if I go back, I should pick the two that I would pick for me. I mean, I might as well get rid of Penny's, because I know... Oh, God, I didn't look. I promise I didn't look. Here, what do I want to play the most? That's tough. I do like all of these. Starfield is really on there. I've played, out of all these, I've played Starfield the most, and I got bored and I stopped. I feel like Starfield is just on there, so I can say I didn't waste $60 on Starfield. Or no, somebody gave me Starfield as a gift. It's fine. I hope Starfield gets removed. I would not put it on there in the future. I forgot I didn't pay for it. But, I like Bethesda games. It's a shame. If I have to play it, I hope you know, something fun happens anyway. I had to. I want to play the most here. I do want to be forced to play Half-Life Alyx. I just need someone to force me to play it. So that'd be one, I guess. And then maybe Tunic. I hear Tunic is really good. Maybe Oberdin. I've always been interested in that game. I've just never pulled the trigger. So we'll see what happens. Okay, thank God. Starfield is gone. Chronolink, you're a real one. Thank you for getting rid of Starfield. I honestly was like, why'd I put that on there? So I hope to God it's not in the last two, because I don't want to play it. Oh, I'm happy about that one. Thank you, sir. Rebel Rebellion release Ghost of Tsushima. Don't have to bust out the PS4. Happy about that too. I am a PC gamer primarily. I am a Steam Deck gamer when I'm not at the PC. And if I have to be at neither of those two, then I'd pull out the Nintendo Switch. So something just changed. I don't know. I don't love gaming on a TV, and it's weird because that's where you play most video games, but it's just been such a while, and I sit in my comfy little gamer chair and I strap in. It's just more of a preferred way of playing games, so I'm glad that's how I'll be playing. So Middle-earth goes. Again, that was just kind of one I thought would be interesting to throw in there. No real emotional ties to it. So far, honestly, so good. These are games I would remove probably first, so I'm liking everyone's choices. Gilliam eliminates Tunic. It's a shame. That was one of the ones I, you know, like the most. But that just means I'll probably play it one day, regardless of the challenge, so I'm not mad at you. I appreciate using the challenge not to make me play something I would play myself, but make me play something I wouldn't play myself, so cheers, brother. I'll drink to that. Mr. Kingdom Hearts Boy eliminates Hitman Blood Money. Hitman Blood Money was an interesting choice to put on because I bought all the Hitman games in a bundle or something, and I need to play all of them, and I just didn't want to be challenged to play Hitman 1 because the controls are so bad. I need to study that game, and I don't want to... Basically, there's a lot of great games coming out this month. I've got Civ 7 like 5 days from now coming out. We got a new Yakuza game coming out on the 20th, I think. We got Monster Hunter coming out, I think also 20th or 28th. So I really just want short games so I can beat the challenge and play Civ. So we'll see how that works out, but it's nice to be challenged, and I hope whatever games I get, I enjoy. Oops, I've scrolled. Final Fantasy VII Integrated removed. That's honestly fine. I'm kind of waiting for the third game to come out, so I don't have to wait in between parts. I don't know why they remade Final Fantasy VII in like a trilogy, but they did. So I'll just wait for the final one, ideally. Unless I put this on another challenge list and it gets picked, then I guess I'll play it. But, you know, until then. Half-Life Alyx goes. So the two I picked are gone. I'm not too upset, though, because I'm looking at the games that are left, and these are all games that I would enjoy playing, which is why I put them on the list. You know, I'm saved from putting the headset on. Thank you. My body thanks you. It gets real sweaty in there, let me tell you. VR is not quite at the level where we would hope it would be yet. It's still very uncomfortable and hot. I've heard the Quest 3 is better. I would invest, but I'm just not a huge VR gamer. I just happen to have, you know, this one because a friend was getting rid of it and he sold it to me, basically. Jet Set Radio goes. That's a shame. It's one I've got a lot of friends that enjoy. I'm not really a Sega gamer, but if I were to say I was one, I feel like this is one I'd have to play. So again, a game that I probably will play in the future, just not for the challenge. Cave Story Plus goes. Not too bent out of shape about Cave Story. That's just one of those indie hits that I've had in the backlog that I've heard a lot of good things about. You know, getting rid of Doom. Not a big first-person head. So again, Zach, you asked me to react. I hope this is good. I hope you're enjoying this. But so far, I'm just kind of chilling. This is like a fair play, you know? I guess in the future, I should put some games I don't want to play on here, so I can be mad if they last. But again, I put Starfield on, so you can't blame me too much, you know? I've tried. Just someone was merciful and got rid of it. Neon White goes. Again, I hear that's a short one, so I understand when to axe it in favor of actual challenging games. I love the movement in that game. I love watching it. So it's another one that I'll probably put on the list down the road, and we'll see if it pops up later. We've got Return of the Obra Dinn going. That's probably for the best. I'm not a smart man, and that's a real cerebral one. That'd be a fun game to like stream or something. Maybe. I don't know. So our final four is Celeste, Nier, Ori, and RE 2022. I'm excited about, if I had to play all four of these, I'd be like, let's do it. But let's see. We're getting rid of Celeste. Okay. Is it time for my second Resident Evil game on the Gens Challenge? Or is it time for my first Nier game on the Gens Challenge? Not a Resident Evil game this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Nier Automata and Ori and the Blind Forest. We've got a action RPG, very critically acclaimed and well respected, and we've got a cute little platformer that you can find in Party Animals. I'm happy, man. Big shout outs to whoever it was that got rid of Starfield. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thinking back on it now. I guess I should have done mine last because it was the most exciting for me, but I'm gonna keep cracking through. We've still got a lot of these to do. Let's move on to Josh Prep. Josh's list contains Ace Attorney Investigations 2, a game I'd really like to play myself. I played one, a fan translation back in the day, and I've been meaning to pick up 2, now that it's officially out. We've got Bug Snacks. Spoiler alert, I think Bug Snacks was my #1 kill. It's a fun game, but like, not really for a Gens Challenge, I don't think. It's not very hard or long. You're just kind of picking up bugs. I don't know. It's a fine game, but I think that was my first removal. If I had to pick 2 games here, I'd probably want to give you a Mori, and maybe Investigations too, honestly, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. Not Investigations too. Skillium destroying all the games that I pick. I suppose we have opposing worldviews on it, but that's what makes the world interesting, man. Bayonetta Origins bites the dust. I did eliminate Bug Snacks. That is something I remembered. Sorry for all the snack heads and the Caro Caro Bonita enjoyers. There's a great theme song. Another Mario and Rabbids game, not played. Final Fantasy 3, at the time. RE6. Not the best RE game, honestly, and I think you'd want to play that one co-op. Is that not the co-op? No, 5 is the co-op one. 6 may also be a co-op one. I think if you weren't going to play this co-op, then you're doing yourself a disservice, but I could be wrong. I'm not a RE. You know, I've only played 2 and 4, so I'm not the expert here. Ni no Kuni, I've heard good things. It's a beautiful looking game. I don't know what that is. I hear that's an Earthbound-like, so it's a shame to see it go. I believe at this point the 2 games I've picked have been deleted. So I'm interested to see what you're left with here. Pestro eliminates Persona 5, Tactica, FF, I was gonna say 7, just out of sort of, out of habit at this point. FF5 goes away. Whatever the heck Fuga is. I don't think I've heard of, I know Tail, I mean I've heard of these, but I was gonna say I haven't heard of many of these games that are left. So you are left with Star Ocean and Tales of Vesperia. I think people like Vesperia. I only really know Symphonia. I'm a very casual Tales head. I played through like half of it. It's a very long game. Hopefully Vesperia isn't as long and you get to play through it in time. But best of luck, Josh. We've got Shadow Eternia here with some first-person shooters. We've got Elden Ring, God of War, a game I played for my first one, as I said. Quake official expansion packs. I remember seeing this one. It's an interesting choice. We'll see if it survives. Were I to give you some games, I really do love Half-Life. It holds up very well, and I think everybody should probably play it. I'd probably give you Half-Life and then Remake. Maybe Elden Ring, but that's a long game, dude. God of War goes. I eliminate BioShock Infinite. That's, would I still do that? I'd probably eliminate, like, Call of Duty first, but, you know, not sweating it too much. We get rid of Metro. I was interested to see how the Quakes would have played out, but I guess it's a question for another day. Goodbye, Quakes. Another Hitman Blood Money pick goes away. Zach does not want you playing Elden Ring, probably for the best. This is a very long and hard game that's gonna take some time. When you do commit to Elden Ring, I hope you enjoy it. Well, I guess it's a DLC, that might not take you that long. I don't quite know. Hat in Time, short one, cute one. I hope one day you enjoy it. There goes Call of Duty. Maybe we aren't so different after all, Skillian. There goes Half-Life. Maybe we are so different, Chess. Parasite Eve 2 goes away. Sunset Overdrive. Wasn't that like a Fortnite game? I don't quite recall. Sonic X Shadow goes. You've got rid of Uncharted 4. These are three... I think these are great games to pick from. And your final two, Psychonauts and Resident Evil 2. Yeah, RE2 makes a great challenge game. I would recommend you do both stories. For my first challenge, I did just beat Leon's, and I told Zach, and he was like, credits are credits, so I did beat it. But I did go back and play through both. I think it's probably... I mean, I'd let you slide if you just played the one, but you are missing out on some good content if you don't see Claire's story as well. Or Leon's story as well, if you play Claire first. I couldn't tell you which one's a better first story. I'd probably do Leon first, but it's just me. I hope you enjoy your games. It is time for Chronolinks game selections. We've got Astrobot of I Am Astrobot fame, Ghost of Tsushima, Hogwarts Legacy, a game I know Zach has played and said makes a pretty good challenge game. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. Legends Arceus is pretty good. Were I to pick two of these, which I did before, but were the present me to pick two of these games, I would probably be giving you Hollow Knight and Mass Effect. We'll say Hollow Knight and Mass Effect are my two picks. Hollow Knight's really fun. I just remember being stuck at the end of that game, not knowing where to go, and I went through that stupid dark area in the bottom left like a million times with the spider sound effects. Didn't love it, but great game. Silksong Wen. First game to go is Naruto Rise of Ninja for the Xbox 360. Date Bayo. I eliminated Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I think I just have it out for Uncharted because I played the multiplayer demo, which was a free download for the PlayStation 3 a long time ago. And I like killed a guy in multiplayer and it gave me a trophy. It was like, killed a guy. And then I deleted the demo. And since that point, Uncharted 3 has always been on my trophy list as like a 0.1% completion game. And I'm like, I don't own Uncharted 3. Get rid of the trophy. But I can't. So screw you, Uncharted. You're eliminated. Get out of here. Echoes of Wisdom. I think that's the second time Zach has eliminated Echoes of Wisdom. Shoutouts for your consistency, Zach. Ukulele goes again. Hogwarts Legacy goes. Pokemon Legends. That's a fun game. It's not... I think that'd be a fine challenge game. It's sort of like a Breath of the Wild, but you don't really need that much time with it. It's a fun game though. I remember I completed the Pokedex in that. It took a long time of grinding the time distortions, but you know, not the time. Whatever the heck this is, this will not be your game. I apologize. Astrobot, the game of the year, which I personally believe UFO 50 was robbed of, but I'm just one man in a world full of Astrobot enjoyers. Stray. Goodbye, Stray. Goodbye, Ghost of Tsushima. Hyrule Warriors goes up next. Bug Fables. It's interesting, Bug Fables was on a lot of lists, and it's... I guess people just don't want people playing Bug Fables. It's a shame. Stellar Blade. Sea of Stars. And, oh, I was right. These are the two that I picked. I have essentially been your partner for this. We'll just say... not true. I hope you enjoy them. Those are two great games. That was Chrono Link. A few more left. I'm still scrolling down to see these Google Drive. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7 more of these to go. Another glass of agua. Hope you're having a good time. I'm having a great time. And again, thank you, Zach, for putting this together. I can't understate the amount of work that this challenge took. We really got to find whoever made you do this and beat him up. It was me. What the heck is the Adventures of Mr. Bobley, man? DreamWorks, this is a crazy list. I love this list. Harry Potter for the GameCube. You've got Dark Moon, not the remake, for the 3DS. This is an incredible list, man. I don't even know what I would have you pick. I think if I had to pick two, I would give you DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing and, like, Shadow the Hedgehog for the Xbox. Sword of the Black Stone. Goodbye, Mr. Bobley. We hardly knew you. Oh, All-Star Kart Racing! Why? Shame. Soul Blazer for the SNES. It's hard to comment on these. I don't know any of these games, man. I know Goemon. I know, like, Nintendo loves Goemon, and nobody else knows who the heck Goemon is. He's purple. Zach got rid of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I feel like I've seen that before. Zach just hates these first-party Nintendos, man. Jedi Survivor goes. Shadow the Hedgehog, this is not your time. Oh, Harry Potter. Makes me sad, man. Makes me sad. I eliminated Silent Hill. That's... I mean, out of these... I'm not really sure why I eliminated Silent Hill over, like, Backaroo. Because I think Silent Hill 2 was great. Maybe I just wanted to know what the heck Backaroo was, and I was like, I hope you get Backaroo, so I can know what it is. But, we'll see. Animal Well... I thought Animal Well was pretty good. I played it on the Steam Deck a little bit. I gotta go back to it, but I wasn't really as enchanted with it as I think most people were. There goes Backaroo. Darn. So you were left with Astrobot and Xenogears. Again, speaking of games I wasn't enchanted with, I hate to be a hater. I'm not a hater, I just thought Astrobot was, like, okay. And people gave it a lot of praise for being okay, and I'm like, do we have to praise mediocrity in this world? But, it's fun. I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun with Astrobot. It's a game I should play more, because I think when it gets hard, then it gets interesting, and I only played, like, the beginning levels of the Friends House. I wasn't impressed. So don't hate me, I'm sorry. And there's my rant on Astrobot, I guess. Rant. Terror the Red Mage time. List includes Astrobot again, we've got Alan Wake 2. These are a lot of really critically acclaimed games here. We've got Morrowind, we've got the new Indiana Jones, The Witcher 2. Disco Elysium is a game I've got a lot of friends that absolutely adore, and I gotta get back to at some point. Let's see. You know, if I had to pick two for you, I do really like Morrowind. It's a very cool world. It's probably the most interesting Elder Scrolls world so far. I think if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, it's you know, worth checking out. The stamina system kind of blows, but aside from that, it's cool. So I would have given you, if this were me picking two, I would have given you that one, and then, like, maybe Sonic and Shadow just for a change of pace. We'll see what you end up with. It's not going to be Ender Magnolia, whatever the heck that is. And not going to be Life is Strange. Somebody beat me to the punch, eliminating the Life is Strange games. Jam. Start with Close, I've heard that's very short, so that's probably a good one to get rid of early, as far as challenging games go. Can't comment on that one. Have commented on that one. Can't comment on that one. But, good picks so far overall, I have to say. Dishonored 2 going. A Bethesda classic. There goes Morrowind. Sorry to gas it up and get your hopes up. It will not be your game. Neither will Pathologic. Wolfenstein, again, getting destroyed. I feel like we've seen this one go before. Devil May Cry. No Sonic and Shadow. These are some good games you're left with. I think you're going to have a good time. I eliminated The Witcher 2. Out of those 5, I think I would stand by that choice. Zach eliminates Disco Elysium. Still left with Alan Wake, Final Fantasy, and Indiana Jones. This is a very modern... This is probably the most modern pair of games that have been left. Alan Wake 2 and The Great Circle. These are both, you know, games I've heard. I haven't played them, but I've heard people really enjoy them. So you got a good selection there. I hope you enjoy them. I've said enjoy them. Like, take a shot every time I say I hope you enjoy them, or I've heard people enjoy them, and you're going to be dead at the end of this video. Oh, this is a great list, man. You've got Baldur's Gate. You got Disco again. You've got Dragon Quest 11. Super long game. You've got Hades, which is fantastic. You've got Yakuza 0. Hades is interesting because it's a roguelite, and you can beat it, but you kind of have to beat it a few times to beat it. I'm just trying to think of if I had Hades when I would consider myself done, because there's a point, I believe, where if you beat the game enough times on, like, the highest... I forget what the escalations term. It might just be escalations. If you end up with Hades and you beat it and you get credits, then, you know, more power to you. It's a tough game, but it's very good, and I'm excited for Hades 2, which is out in early access. I should pick up and try out. I'd probably give you Baldur's Gate. That's... I mean, I don't think I have to say anything. People have said it already. It's a phenomenal RPG. I love Larry and their games and their business mindset. And there's a patch coming out soon with new classes that I'm really excited to get back into. So if you wait a little bit to start Baldur's Gate, you can play as like an arcane sword master and like a swarm keeper or whatever. There's a lot of cool stuff coming to Baldur's Gate 3, so I think it's a good time to play it, or at least I would play Baldur's Gate 3 second if you end up with it as one of yours. Maybe that would be my... Oh, Yakuza 0 is probably the best Yakuza game. I would pick Yakuza 0 and Baldur's Gate 3, and then you would cry because those are two very long games, but they're worth playing. Ace Combat, first game to go. You either hate or love to see it, depending on your thoughts on Ace Combat and Metro. Goodbye, Metro Exodus. Not a big Metro head either. There goes Disco Elysium. You're probably, you know, wiping a bead of sweat off your forehead with that one. That's a long thinker game. Pathfinder. D&D beats Pathfinder yet again in the public conscious. When will it stop? I eliminated Hollow Knight here, which is interesting because for the other list, I was like, you should play Hollow Knight. Looking at what's left, I probably would have gotten rid of Dying Light first, because I've heard the name, but I just don't really know what it is. You know, I can't really comment. I was a different man back then. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Hollow Knight, I guess. Zach considered Elden Ring again. Zach is a very consistent selector. I have to say, props to Zach for staying so true to himself. I'm out here like, you should play Hollow Knight, and then I deleted Hollow Knight. What the heck? Where Zach's like, no Zelda, no Elden Ring, no Luigi's Mansion. He's a man of consistency, and it's to be respected. There goes Hades. There goes FF15. No Ghost Runner. No Dying Light. There it goes. There goes Baldur's Gate. You're free from that playtime. Another very long game bites the dust. Although you're left with some long ones, I gotta say, this is looking pretty bad. As far as, yeah, oh my god, you're screwed, dude. I mean, these are good games. These are two really good games, but holy crap. I don't think you're gonna do this in, what do we get a month, or do we get 2 months? I think we get 2 months. That might not be enough time, honestly, because Dragon Quest 11, like, that game ends like 3 times, I think. It's like Okami, where you're like, is this the end of the game? Like, no, this is just like the first chapter. And Yakuza. Again, I love Yakuza games, but Godspeed, Kingdom Hearts boy. You are in for a treat, and you're in for a long treat. Pace yourself. Next up, we've got Holy Hand Grenade. This is an interesting list full of a lot of Xbox, a lot of Halo and Gears. I see Jade Empire, Outer Wilds. Keep confusing Outer Wilds with Outer Worlds, and honestly, if Outer Worlds is the game by the New Vegas people, which I think is kind of bad, Outer Wilds is the space game, which is incredible, and I think everyone should play. So if I had to pick your two, you're getting Outer Wilds from me for sure. And the other one could honestly be anything. You're having a great time with Outer Wilds, and whoever deletes Outer Wilds for you, a fi and a pox upon your family and your kin. Not really, but it's a great game. You should play it one day. It's one of those games where if you don't know anything about it, you really should play it because it's phenomenal. I guess that and Silent Hill 2 would be my picks. Let's see what happens. We got rid of the Alan Wake 2 DLCs. Didn't know they existed. Vanquish. We're getting rid of Jade Empire. Golden Ball. A lot of Final Fantasies in this list. Have we picked one of them so far? I think everyone has eliminated their Final Fantasies so far. Which is kind of funny. There goes Silent Hill 2 again. That's another one that's been on many lists and has never made it through. The REs, the Gears. Xenoblade 2. Again, like I said earlier, I was actually thinking about this video in the car yesterday. I had a 2-hour car drive, and I was just thinking about what I'm going to say in this video. And I didn't really think of much, as you could probably tell. I'm yapping. And essentially, my car ride became me ranting about how much of a disappointment Xenoblade 2 is compared to Xenoblade 1. And I could get into it. I'm not going to, but just thank your God that you're not playing Xenoblade 2, because I really don't like Xenoblade 2, man. Destroy All Humans is gone. I'm not really looking at who's picking these. I don't think I have picked yet. Pestro, a curse and a pox, man. A curse and a pox. You've been cursed by the ancient gods. A plague upon you for what you've done. But like, come on, how did Gears Tactics outlast the Outer Wilds? What kind of clown show are we running here, guys? Oh, what the heck? Batman Arkham City? I haven't picked yet. I feel like I'm going to be your last picker. That's kind of cool. Kingdom Hearts 3 goes away. I have to beat Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. Halo. Interesting you haven't played Halo. I think that'd be a cool game to play just for the historical context, maybe. But no Halo. And then, yeah, I haven't picked so far. So I was your last guy. I got rid of a Final Fantasy for you. So I hope 13 Sentinels is shorter, because I think that was sort of my running metric, was how long are these games. I don't want anybody playing a game that's too long. I don't want anybody playing a game that's too short. Mario Wonder is a lot of fun, and 13 Sentinels, I have no idea what it is. I hope you enjoy. Next up we got Blink. Interesting list. Again, a lot of games I have never heard of in my entire life. And on platforms I haven't heard of my entire life. What is the TG16, man? What are you talking about? What is this? I'm excited. If that lasts, I'm excited to see what the heck it is. I'm the first pick this time, not the last, and I got rid of Horizon. I should have thought about what games I would have eliminated. It would have been funny if I was like, you should play Horizon, and then it cuts to this immediately, and I like destroy Horizon. I think it'd be funny for somebody to play Epic Mickey, because we talk about Epic Mickey a lot, I feel, and its quality is debatable. So I hope you end up with Epic Mickey, because it would be funny. And then maybe for your second one, I'll just say maybe I want you to play Sonic Frontiers. you're not gonna play Sonic Frontiers. I'm sorry. Ape Escape 2. Those I've been interested in the Ape Escape games. I think they'd be fun. I like a little collectathon with monkeys. Epic Mickey, not the time. Alright, so my picks are gone already. We got Tropical Freeze. That probably would have been my third pick. Warlocked. I think you're left with games I've never heard of. I haven't heard of any of these games. So, again, I'm sorry for not being the greatest React content creator in this particular instance, but I will say that I hope the TG16 lasts, because I don't... Oh, Zach. You had to do it to him. I gotta look up what that is after this, because, like, what do you... It's cool that you own it, but what are you talking about? So your two games are Legend of Oasis for the Sega Saturn and Pandora's Tower for the Wii. Never heard of them. I hope they're fun. And honestly, you shouldn't just be locked into games I've heard of or popular games. I think it's cool that, like, for my movie challenge, because we do other challenges as well, if you're still watching this and you're not in the Discord, which God knows why you're doing that. But there are other challenges in between the game challenges. My movie challenge was just like The Godfather, Terminator, Jurassic Park, like, because I don't watch movies. I think it's cool that your list is a bunch of sort of hidden gems. And I hope you enjoy these two, and they're actually hidden gems and they're not hidden stinkers, you know? So I hope you have fun. We've got the penultimate list here with Pestro 87. They've got a DMC, Link Between Worlds, a good Zelda. Ace Attorney for the Switch. I'm assuming that's just the first game, not the trilogy, because they are long. They're not challenging, but they're long. Scribblenauts is a funny one. If I had to pick for you, I would love to have somebody have to play Scribblenauts. Yoshi's Story, you gotta get that out of there, man. That game takes like 2 seconds to beat. Great theme song though. Sonic Event. I would have Scribblenauts and Sonic would be my 2 picks for you. Just because I like the Chow Garden. Horizon, again, another game that has been in probably half the lists, has always been eliminated very early. We're a very consistent group here, aren't we? Radiator Stories goes. Lego City Undercover. That's a very funny choice, too. I would have loved to have you play Lego City Undercover. The Tomb Raider rematch. That's 3 games you were going to play there. That's a bold choice to put that on your list. RE0 goes. Yoshi's Story. Zach, good job. Apparently, I wouldn't have picked Sonic Adventure for you because I deleted it earlier. I mean, it's not a great game. It's just one of those games I played a lot as a kid, and I think fondly of it. I don't think it's good, but I think fondly of it. Would I change my vote? Doesn't really matter now, does it? It's 3 days into the challenge. History has already been written. Oh, and Scribblenauts. What a shame. So we're left with a very interesting choice here. This is a very varied selection, even now after a lot have been eliminated. I like the... What's the word I'm looking for? The diversity in your games. Dragon Slayer, Lunar Silver Story. So you're left with Chrono Cross and Phoenix Wright. That's cool, man. That's cool. I think the Chrono games, I haven't played them, but I hear great things. Chrono's Corridors of Time from Chrono Trigger won the greatest music vote, because we also do voting in the Discord, as you well know. So it's got a great soundtrack. I mean, Trigger does. I don't know if Cross does. I'm assuming it's related. And Phoenix Wright, another great soundtrack. Enjoy listening. And finally, the chosen one. Glory to his name. Sir Walter Dubs. There's Chrono Trigger. He's got Oblivion on there. Some Zeldas. One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4. The Rhombus. I think this is a very short game. Rhombus of Ruin. I don't see that one lasting to the end. Ripto's Rage is probably the best Spyro game. Maybe. I'm trying to think. I am the Spyro fan, but I only played Hero's Tale. Or what was the really bad... Year of the... Enter the Dragonfly was like the only game I played for the longest time, and it's probably the worst one, like, ever. So my thoughts on the Spyro series are probably a little messed up, but I think 2 is probably one of the better ones. 3 is probably better. I don't know. This isn't a Spyro video. I'm reacting. If I were to pick, I would give you Oblivion because it's funny. And if you do play Oblivion, please, please, please play the what the heck is the name? The Dark Brotherhood. The Dark Brotherhood questline in Oblivion is the strongest Dark Brotherhood questline in any Elder Scrolls game. I won't say anything more, but like every quest is really good. So I would give you Oblivion if it were up to me. And then I would give you Skyward Sword, I guess. I'm the first to go, and I eliminated SpongeBob SquarePants, the Yellow Avenger. I love SpongeBob. But not enough, I guess, because I got rid of it. Zero Escape goes next. Final Fantasy 15. Got rid of One Piece. Crypto's Rage. Subnautica. That'd be an interesting one to play. It's kind of open world, to my knowledge. That'd be like playing like Satisfactory, you know? I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter, but I hear people really like Subnautica. Realms of Ruin. Probably a good one to get rid of. It's too short. Record of Lodos War. Hogwarts Legacy goes again. Hogwarts Legacy never quite broke through in this challenge, I'm afraid. There goes Skyward Sword. Digimon Survive. Pokemon Scarlet. And Oblivion sadly hits the sack there. So you are left with 2 incredible games, man. Chrono Trigger and Breath of the Wild. I just hope you appreciate them both in the time you have, because again, I think Breath of the Wild takes a lot of time to fully enjoy and sort of digest. And I assume Chrono Trigger's the same, but that'll probably be achievable. But yeah, great lists, man. And again, I want to thank Zach for putting this together. When I first came to Zach with this idea, let me this weird little Japanese scene, I guess. When I first came to Zach with this idea, we had to iron out a lot of the kinks. The whole voting system was pretty much his idea, because the way I had it, we all sort of just voted. Everybody picked from the remaining games for everybody else. So the last person to vote would have had too much power. So Zach really, you know, stepped up with the Google form and the method of voting. So big thank you to Zach for not only running the challenge on a meta level of being a server admin, but also doing the work and putting together the slideshow and the form. So thank you, Zach. You're a real one. I will put the Discord in the description, I guess, if you watch this whole thing and you feel like joining up. Thanks for sticking around, I guess. That's it for me. I'm excited to play my games, which are, of course, Nier and Ori. I think this is achievable. I think these are 2 achievable games, and I'm gonna play Civ. In the meantime, I'm gonna be playing Monster Hunter, but I think these are 2 good ones. I'm excited to play them both. So thank you, everyone. And especially, again, a big thank you to ChronoLink for destroying Starfield. You have my eternal gratitude. That's it for me. I'll give you a little one of those. Catch you next time.